All right, Gemini, welcome in, guys. Welcome in, welcome back. Thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate your support. Gemini energy, I hope everybody's doing well. Gemini energy. All right. Gemini, time is fluid, energy is fluid. Keep that in mind. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest, okay? If you're new to the channel, welcome in, all right? If I didn't say that already, everybody welcome in, welcome back, all right? Gemini energy. All right, we're going to start off with the Declare and Decree deck, okay? See what energies need to be cleared, any possible energies. All right, Gemini, we have all childhood traumas and unhealed wounds are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. So someone may have an issue with dealing with some childhood traumas or unhealed wounds, as we all have, right? Most people have dealt with these energies. So if you know that there's something that resonates with you, Gemini, you would write that down and you would burn it. All childhood traumas and unhealed wounds are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. You would write that down, set your intentions to release that, right? And burn it. Okay, we have all spell work rituals, black magic, evil eye blocking spells, and all evil works done against myself and family are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. You would write that down and you would burn it. If you don't feel like this resonates with you, that is just fine. If you do not believe in spiritual rituals, that is fine too. Everybody's not spiritual. We already know that part, don't we? So only take that part if it resonates for you. All right. Past, present, future energies. Gemini. Do not try to make messages fit. No need. If it doesn't make sense, leave it. It's not for you. Right? Doesn't resonate no kind of way. Right? You can't relate to it in no kind of way. And it totally doesn't make any sense. Just leave it. It's not for you at this time. And that's perfectly fine. Okay? Again, I hope everybody's doing well. Gemini energy. Could be some communication coming in, Gemini. This communication could cause a tower moment. Okay? That's possible. And when I say a tower moment, I don't mean anything drastic. However, it could very well mean something coming to an end. For example, if you are in a relationship and this relationship is built on lies, nobody's being authentic, nobody's being vulnerable with each other, nobody's being real with each other, nobody is being honest, right, with each other, you're wearing a mask. You're not being yourself. You're not being true. You're not being real. If you are experiencing that in a relationship, then that is a faulty foundation in that relationship. That foundation is not solid. What the hell is it built on? If nobody's being real with each other, if you both wearing a mask and not being true and honest with each other, authentic, okay? So there could be some communication about, whatever the situation is in a relationship, if that's possible here, that someone is dealing with, a relationship that's it just wasn't built on solid ground. No trust, okay? Not having solid ground is not having any trust in the person that you're in a relationship with. You can't trust nothing they say. You can't trust them to do anything or keep their word. They can't be someone that you can't depend on, right? It's someone you may not be able to depend on to be there to have your back, right? They don't keep their word. That's not a good foundation. Built on lies or built on fantasies, okay? Built on sex, okay? That's not a good foundation. Those foundations are faulty. And a tower moment will happen to break all that down. It all has to fall in order for something real to be built, in order for something stable, solid, true, okay? Okay? Gemini energy. You could have someone blocked at this time, or you could just simply be in defense mode to where you're having to defend yourself, or you feel like you have to defend yourself some kind of way. Okay? This could be something happening in the workplace as well. And you could also be cutting people off. It could be anyone. It don't have to be nobody specific, Gemini. You could be cutting off anybody, from an associate to a co-worker to a lover, a family, a friend. It doesn't matter. You could be cutting connection with anybody. Okay? So, take that how it resonates for you. Gemini energy. See what the messages are for Gemini. Be careful, Gemini. You could be manifesting at this time, so be mindful of the words you speak, right? Because there's power in the things you say. Make sure you speak in positive things into your life, okay? All right, Gemini, we have Justice coming out, the Queen of Cups coming out, the Nine of Cups, and the High Priestess. Okay? We have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Okay? I'm picking up conflict here. Lots of conflict is what I'm picking up on. Betrayal. Ten of Swords. But also something you may be putting a stop to. Something you're allowing yourself to now see, maybe. We're going to check it out, okay? Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. So somebody is headed towards a very single energy. That's what it looks like to me. Yep. Because, see, after this ending, it's like being in High Priestess energy, Gemini. You know what your next step is. You know what to do. You know what to do. And whatever you're going to choose to do is going to bring you wish fulfillment. And it could be, for some of you, this could be a wish granted as well. Okay? So take that resonate. There's something that you're very passionate about. There's something you're going to be very excited about, passionate about. And you could be in wait at this time for whatever that may be. And that communication could come into you for work, for a new project, for a new job. For some of you could be changing residence for this new job, or whatever this new project may be, something that you're going to be very happy about. And it may cause upheaval with people around you. Okay, that's possible. But justice is here. Something was made fair for you, Gemini. Something was made fair. It could have been your pay. You could have got paid less than what you were worth, and you've gotten a raise. You could have gotten a raise, pay raise. You could have got another job that pays you more. Maybe you decide to leave one job and go to a different job, or maybe you got referred by someone to get a better job, and they saw your potential. They like what you do. They like how you work, and they put you in. Okay, that's possible here too. But whatever it was your justice. Whatever it was your justice. It was fair that you received something here. It was fair for you to receive a raise or a better job or something like that. Okay, we're going to see. You have the Chariot coming out, the Hierophant, the Five of Pentacles, Temperance, Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Devil showing up here, and the Six of Cups. So right off the bat, Gemini, some of you, like I said, you could be single right now, or you could be on your way to becoming single. But I feel like someone you have a soul connection with may have hurt you, may have caused you to experience the Three of Swords energy. Someone you have a soul connection with, someone you may feel very connected to, or you feel like they're a soulmate. Okay, this person, yeah, Three of Swords energy, Five of Swords energy, okay, and you deciding to leave the situation is how I feel, because of this Nine of Pentacles energy. That's a single energy. And like I said, it may have been something based upon sex. Ace of Wands and the Devil. Okay. Highly sexual energy. Very sexual. And it could have been that's what attracted. It could have been a sexual attraction in the first place. And it took off from there. Someone here could have been very impulsive when it came to this relationship, where you may have moved a little too fast. Okay? Whatever it is, I would think, I hope, Gemini, that you may have learned lessons from this situation, whatever it was, because you may have experienced a lot of poverty in this situation, a lot of lack, okay, of resources, finances, and things like that. You may have experienced yourself losing out on finances as well. Some of you may have lost a home, or you had to leave a home or something like that because of finances, or maybe not being able to pay the rent in full or something like that. That's possible here. But I feel like this situation was based upon sex. A lot of passion here. Lots and lots of passion. Gemini, someone could also be low-key obsessed with you as well. Okay? Be mindful of that. But someone is also very envious of you in a way where whatever you received, as far as a raise or whatever you may have gotten, I feel like you got some kind of a raise or some kind of offer when it comes to work, when it comes to making money. Something is going to be a whole lot better for you. And you waited for this. Like, you worked for it, you waited for it, but you also put in the work for it. And it's like a wish granted for you because of the things you've already come through, all of the hardship. I feel like you've come through a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenge has happened with you, Gemini, to where you may have experienced, even from your childhood, the Six of Cups, you may have experienced a lot of defeat as a young person coming up, in your school days, a lot of poverty. That's possible here that you may have experienced, or just dealing with a lot of people that was emotional. I hope I'm saying this right. Emotionless. They didn't have many emotions to offer you. Not much love and embracing. Some of you may have grown up, and you may not have grown up with your parents, okay? And you may have been in relationships off and on according to your upbringing, where you were looking for motherly love or fatherly love or acceptance or something like that. I don't know why I'm picking up on this here, but it has everything to do with your past childhood and all this sexual energy. Not that it's you that's, looking for anything major. It's just the fact of not having enough, I feel like, care, love, emotions, expression, right? No one to illustrate this or to give this energy to you. So I feel like moving too fast here is something that probably happened in this situation, but it did cause a lot of energies from your past to, I feel, elevate and surface up in your life, to where you dealt with a lot of lack mentality and lack of resources, lack of finances and things like that, lack of love and stuff like that. Because something was made fair for you here in the past, but I feel like you took action on something here, and some of you may have even moved house, right? And you've also moved jobs, right? Because this is an energy of receiving, the Three of Wands. It's also an energy of waiting for your ships to come in elsewhere. But this is also a sense of direction, a vision of your future, what you want for yourself. And that's where this Pentacles energy come in, that of resources and opportunities, right? Of all sorts. And I feel like it's because it's what you deserve, it's what you've earned. So you have an energy of connecting with like-minded people as well. And the person that may be a little obsessed with you, or should I say a lot, is this was solely formed on a sexual foundation. That's how I feel. And it also brought out betrayal. But I feel like you've also learned a lot of lessons as well, Gemini. Um, I feel like you're gonna leave a situation if you haven't already. Something you may have been very dedicated to, committed to. You may have even wanted marriage with this person, because you have the Queen of Cups here along with the Hierophant. So you're in a very loving, nurturing, and giving energy, right? A motherly energy as well. So this is definitely commitment, dedication. This is, to me, it's a woman that's married, okay, a mother. Okay. But Gemini, you also could have went back to school too with the Hierophant being here. This is institutions of learning as well as justice and all that other stuff that comes along with the Hierophant, religious factors and all that crazy stuff. Um, but I feel like maybe you went back to school and got certified for something. There's change that has happened here. There's 5 here more than, yeah, 1, 2, 3 times. 555. You could be seeing 555 as well. Okay, Gemini. You could be also dealing with a fire sign or a like air sign as well. Okay, but I feel like you're headed toward a very much single energy. 10 of Cups is here, along with the Ace of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. Yeah, I did say earlier you could be feeling like you're in defense mode or you block someone out. Someone who may have been in a player energy as well. You have the Ace of Cups here. Then you have the Strength card. So you have the strength to move away from this. I did call out a 3 of Swords energy, and there it is. I love when the energies line up. Thank you, Spirit. I do appreciate that because it really helps to confirm what I said. So yeah, so this person, like I said, may have caused a lot of childhood trauma energies to surface up in your life by whatever betrayal you may have dealt with this person. That betrayal is something, I don't know why I'm being led to say this, but it's something that you'll never forget. Like I said, this could be somebody that you wanted to be married to, Gemini, and you did see yourself having a love relationship with this person and taking this person with you on this adventure. Because I feel like this 3 of Wands is an adventure for you. Something you may have never done before, but you're willing to take that risk. You're willing to take that shot. And you're not going to let anybody get in the way of that. And then you have a lot of resources and material gain coming here. Like I said, for somebody, it's new job, promotion, more money. If you went back to school, got your certificate, whatever you had to do, is bringing in more resources and finances for you. And this is going to bring in a lot of love for you as well, Gemini. But this is starting with self-love too, okay? For some of you, you may have had to speak a truth to this person. This person, like I said, could be someone who's low-key obsessed with you as well. But I feel like you're having the strength, Leo card here, you having the strength to move away from this energy. That's how I feel. And you could be experiencing this 3 of Swords energy as we speak. Okay? And that's where it comes from. It's coming from this person that either you had a past life connection with, or you just feel really connected to them to where you feel like it's a soulmate, okay? And you feel like you and this person is meant to be. With the Hierophant being out here and the Queen of Cups, you really feel like this person is someone that you're meant to be married to, okay? But the future energy, this is the future energy that this person is bringing. 10 of Swords, someone from the past, or soul connection here. Some of you, this could be a soul contract with this person, but this person is bringing in this 3 of Swords energy as well. But I feel like you'll be moving away from this because the high priest is here with temperance here. This changes everything. And I feel like it changes your perspective as well. Because you've already been waiting. It's like you waited for things. Maybe you waited for things to change with this person. Maybe you blocked them out for a while and possibly separated yourself away from them for a while to see if they would get it. Okay? Be it a water sign, a fire sign, or like air sign. You have held back from this person. You have held back from them. Right. Okay. So, all right. Then you have this Two of Wands energy here. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, and see, this person is going to give you a lot of issues because of this. Gemini. Even if you have separated from this person, they're going to try their best to keep up with you because the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands, that's the Five of Wands energy. That's the energy of confrontation. That's energy of conflict with people, more than one person. Okay? So it could be family members involved dealing with the situation. It could be other people involved dealing with the situation, as in people this person may have been dealing with outside of y'all's relationship. Okay, so I guess that could have very well been a deal breaker for you with this Two of Wands energy. This is the future energy. High Priestess, Temperance, and the Two of Wands. So you're having patience because why? Because you're going somewhere. Your intention is to become this Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of this deck. And like I said, you could very well be dealing with the water sign because now you have the King of Cups showing up. Okay? But you're choosing a whole other direction. But this person's not going to let you choose in peace. They're going to give you a whole lot of feedback, but they're going to give you a whole lot of lashback or whatever you want to call it. They're going to have something to say about it. There's going to be conflict about this. And it could be more than just from them. It could be other people involved here. Okay? But you are definitely choosing a different path. And no path is the wrong path, Gemini. Because whatever path you choose to take, you could also be a mystic. You know, someone who's very intuitive, High Priestess, right? Someone like you are spiritually in tune to where you can feel people's energy, right? You could pick up on people's energy, or your intuition is very heightened. Okay? Gemini energy. Yeah. You can be very intuitive. This King of Cups energy is here though. Like I said, water sign you could be dealing with the Pisces. You could be dealing with the Scorpio. Someone who loves your attention. Someone who may have made you feel like they really, really wanted you to be on top. Like they wanted you to feel like they were rooting for you or something. With the Six of Wands, unless they just love being the one that gets all the attention from you. Okay? Because other than that, as far as you making your achievements and getting recognition, you're going to get that anyway. With this Three of Wands, you're going to get that anyway. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, you're going to get that anyway. All right, now you have the Emperor showing up. Like I said, you could be dealing with the fire sign. You could be dealing with the water sign. Take it out of resonance, but you're cutting this stuff out. See there? Queen of Swords showed up. I told you, you could be cutting things out. People who, it don't matter who it is, you could be cutting folks out of your energy as well. Because you're choosing to do something different. Your path is something different from whoever you was dealing with in a relationship. They can't go with you. Your path is something different. Your path is different from theirs. And so is your past. Maybe your past is too. But some kind of way, however y'all bonded, I feel like it was just sexual. Okay? It's just a sexual bond. Now you have the Page of Cups because somebody wants to apologize or they already had. But the thing is, they're going to want to bring in more confusion and illusion for you that you don't need. And here's this Knight of Cups energy. But you're cutting it out. It's still right on the top of the Two of Wands. You're cutting it out, Gemini. You're not accepting that. This is not something, because it's along with this Three of Swords. Who the hell gonna accept the Three of Swords What? How you gonna accept that and it's gonna become this? No. Some of y'all may have trauma bonded with this person too. If you have children with this person, there may have been trauma bonding that has happened. Soul contract that needs to be broken. Seriously needs to be broken. That's why I say, Gemini, you could be someone who's spiritually connected, spiritually in tune. We all connected, but we got to wake up to it, okay? So you could be very much spiritually in tune, all right? You could be someone who also had a lot of encounters spiritually as a child, okay? Or you could be the kind of person that people just love to tell you everything their whole life. They don't even know you. They'll tell you their whole life because that's how people feel. They feel, comfortable with you. Some people are too comfortable though, okay? But you moved away from this. There's some justice going on somewhere with your money. Your money is growing and you got folks who is envious of that, okay? There are people who is envious of your money, your independence. Whatever you're choosing to do, you could have somebody trying to talk you out of it. You could be half somebody that you could be half somebody. I tell you. You, you can have someone who likes to argue too. They love to argue with you. It's a no-win situation, but they love to argue. Some of y'all, this could be a situation going on in the workplace where you're dealing with somebody that you end up in a relationship with and you moved in to that relationship way too quick with the Knight of Wands being here, and then you ended up having to block this person, okay? There's definitely betrayal, manipulation, somebody who may have wanted you to feel defeated or wanted you to feel like, you was in competition with them or people that they deal with, other lovers or something like that. With the Devil card being here and the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Cups, yeah. Somebody wanted you to be in competition or feel like, maybe they wanted you to chase them or something, or, they wanted to feel big some kind of way concerning you, and the attention that they got from you. So maybe you found out the truth that maybe this person was trying to offer you some kind of love that wasn't real with this Hierophant being here. Maybe you felt like you wanted to, because see, you're going on a whole nother journey. You're going on a whole nother journey, Gemini, okay? Whole nother journey towards this independence. Wheel of Fortune is here. Magician is here. You're manifesting. Be mindful of the things you're doing. I said that in the beginning. Be mindful of the things you're doing. Keep your vibration high if you can. No, you cannot stay in high vibration 24/7. But try your best to stay in high vibration as much as possible. Listen to high frequency meditation if you have to. 528 hertz. Listen to that. 432 hertz. Listen to that or above. Listen to things like that can help you keep your vibration high, because you're going to a place where your intuition is about to be heightened. You're about to experience, for whoever this is resonating with, you're about to experience a solitude moment if you haven't already. And some of y'all could be dealing with some addictions. Somebody's dealing with some addictions, okay? It could be drinking addictions. It could be gambling addictions. It could be some lying addictions, okay? For whoever this is resonating with, it could be sexual addictions. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. An addiction is an addiction, okay, that most people use to cope until you can't cope no more, okay? So, your solitude, Gemini, will definitely be your rehab. My goodness, I thought about this earlier and I was wondering, why is this on my mind? What does this mean? I kept thinking of this earlier. This is the moment. This is what it was for. Okay, Spirit, I get it. This is what that was for. I kept hearing that. Your solitude is your rehab. So somebody need to practice celibacy for one. Your solitude is your rehab. Hermit is showing up here. Okay? You are going to end up in solitude, but in this solitude, you're going to receive downloads, spiritual growth, spiritual knowledge. That's what you're going to receive in this solitude. Spirit, did I say spiritual growth? Yeah. You're manifesting. So be mindful of what you're doing, the people you're hanging with, you know, what you're intaking. Regardless, it just be mindful. The wheel is here, so things are turning in your favor. This is a new beginning for you. That's how I feel, Gemini. There's new beginnings for you. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, there's new beginnings here. This is what you're manifesting. The Magician is here. You have all the tools you need. There is no lack. There is no lack. There is no confusion. There is no illusion. Mask off. Man, it's coming fast, y'all. Just, whoa, mask off. Whatever that's for, whoever that's for, take the mask off. Mask off. Yeah. New beginnings. A whole nother cycle is starting for you. And I told you that communication may come in. And it may be some communication that may cause a little tower. Okay? Because someone is envious of whatever the decisions you're making with this Queen of Swords. Whatever you're doing is good for you, but it ain't good for other people. Somebody's not liking this energy at all, but they put you in this energy. Somebody, they forced you into this energy. This is something you needed to do. See, that's what that Hermit energy is about. So if you've already experienced this Hermit energy, this is where it's going to turn you to, either before you go into Hermit energy or after. Okay? It's going to be some kind of communication here. And I don't know if it's going to be some kind of a deal breaker or what, but it's not. I don't feel like it's going to be good when it comes to relationship wise. But when it comes to your work and stuff like that, your money, you're going to be just fine. Self-sufficient, self-secure, independent, self-reliant. Okay? That's where you're going to be. And someone is envious of that. Somebody is envious of that. Water sign, fire sign. Okay, Gemini? I hope this has brought some kind of clarity to you. Yeah. Now, some of y'all could have had folks trying to wish bad upon you, you know, because of the decisions you've made. Okay? That's why burning and releasing is very important. Rituals are very important. That's why I say here, all childhood traumas and unhealed wounds are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. That's what you got going on here. Somebody done trauma bond with somebody, contract may need to be broken. That's what you got going on here. This is past life trauma, childhood traumas that may have surfaced. Unhealed wounds that keeps you bound with a person that you don't need to be involved with. But you're cutting them out now. I feel like this is something you've overcome. If you haven't, you will. Gemini energy, I hope this is something that brought clarity for you. Okay? But you have the strength to push on. And you're not allowing yourself to get caught up in anybody's illusions or lies or devilish ways. It's an energy of celibacy here. Okay? A lot of red. Root chakra. A lot of red. Okay? Root chakra here. Hold on, Gemini. Okay. All right. What we got for Gemini here? Get your affirmation so we can get out of here. Hope something was cleared up for you, Gemini. I'm glad that you got your justice, okay? Very in tune. Very in tune, man. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here for you. Well, they better watch out because you just getting started, right, Gemini? You just getting started. You're brave. You're braver than you think you are. You're fierce. You're unstoppable, okay? Gemini energy. Gemini energy. Yeah, that's what I say. You're stronger than any challenge, Gemini, you face. You're stronger than you think you are. Okay? Affirmation. You're stronger than you think you are. Some of you have been through quite a bit. You've been through a lot. You've learned a lot of lessons too. Some of you have slowed down. You know, if you were the rowdy type, you didn't slow down, you know. And let's just say you're smelling the roses of life. Okay? But you're seeing a lot more better for yourself too. You're going towards a better life, better future, Gemini. So until next time, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. Okay? And I hope it brought you some clarity. Take care.